Pooja Sabarwal, interior designer from Mumbai, India. Very different field, but again, the AI tools can be useful for designing and showcasing stuff as well. I think that's about it. We have 14 participants today. Again, welcome everyone. This is going to be a beautiful journey. If not anything else from this 45 minutes, you can get inspiration to start exploring AI and machine learning on your own. But an instructor-led session will change your perspective. In 2 months, 36 hours worth of investment is worth changing your professional trajectory. So with that said, I'll hand it over to Karan. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you, Abdul, and welcome everyone. So let's begin. I will share my screen and we'll start this. Okay. So I will just put this down. Okay. So hi everyone again. Uh, I will start with my introduction, and definitely I got to know about already a couple of folks. So yeah, we already have a variety of people coming from different geographies, and yeah, some also different requirements. But we will break it down and will and basically walk it through. The first and most important question: who am I? So I'm Karan Purohit. Um, I have right now more than 8 years of experience in the domain of AI. I mostly worked over AI products. I started my journey early on into AI startups. I was founding member, so I have built language models, trained them, deployed for like millions of users. So I've been through that journey of like building something from scratch and something valuable. In terms of training, I'm doing the AI-led training, and also more than 5 years. I have been teaching students from top-tier institutes in India and also across the world. Been working with multiple edtech platforms like IITs and also global firms like USDC and also known universities. And apart from that, currently I am an AI product manager at a company called Zoomio, and I also have a startup called Vayu.ai, where I'm building the new age AI agents for multiple domains. Like we have a couple of customers in USA, in healthcare, and in India also, in other some domains. So that's like just about me, so that you can relate with me, and so yeah, that's the thing. And next part, which we are all here for, is to get more clarity over what you will be learning on and why this course. So first of all, I think you all need to focus that where we are going wrong, because AI community is actually quite great. There is a lot of content available uh, over internet. You will find a lot of online courses like from Stanford to MIT. Everything is there, but there is a gap. And what is that gap? As most of the sessions are on YouTube. So you watch YouTube, but you can't build, because many people have this issue. If you are comfortable with just learning from YouTube and you can build it, it's great, but it's not for everyone, right? So that's the one thing. The second part is like Python. Like you can learn Python, you can build the projects, single projects, but eventually industry requires you to build system and not the project. So you need to have understanding of whole system, and that's what we are focusing on here, that how you actually build your understanding from scratch, from ground up, and then you actually build system. So that's like a fundamental way to. And the third part, like they don't have portfolio projects which show impact, because nowadays you must have seen that there are thousands of projects available, and anyone can just copy paste and basically you can clone the repo and you can just show that I have done this project. But any hiring manager know at what exactly going on. And with the description itself, I can identify, because I have hired a lot of people for my startup, for other startups. So it's quite easy to find out who's doing what. And now it's not anymore the game of numbers that you will show that I have improved 5% accuracy or not. So it doesn't count in today's world. So that's why there is a clear gap. And uh, and with this today's agenda, I will cover like one part of the LLM, like just to show like a sample of our learning, which is about LLM, so which is common to everyone. And the second part we'll discuss about why we have to go through this course. And third part is like how this course makes you job ready. So I just told you about some of the uh, pitfalls in current system, and next I will take you through the journey. So I hope we are all aligned. And any questions, where if you have anything, you can just like write down in the comment section. We have our team to take them up, and also we will discuss briefly at the end of session. With this, let's begin with our first session about LLMs. So ChatGPT has already made a lot of noise, and nowadays everyone has this powerful machine in their over their fingertip, right? And we all use not ChatGPT, but yeah, it will be Gemini, it will be Claude, it will be anything else. But we have LLM in our pockets. So, and it looks like magic, but please be with me for some time. You will see it's not. And so let's break it down. Let's break down like how LLM works. Okay. So how we start with working with LLM? We put some text response or some voice response, and basically that converts into a text. So this text goes to as an input to your LLM model. But as LLM is all about tokens, LLM is not working on text, right? It's work on tokens. And those of you who might ask, what is token now? So in simpler, in like I would just simplify this, that it's like subdivision of your word. For example, if someone say hopefully, so hope is one token and fully is one token. And then you might ask that why we do this weird thing, why we're not taking word itself. Because as a language model, we want to have a small dictionary, right? So with the small words, we can actually learn multiple things. Like I can learn hope also, I can learn fully also, and I can learn hope and fully together as a different word. So that's why we have this method of tokenizing everything when we train this kind of model. So with the limited set of dictionary, for example, it's around 30,000 or 50,000 words of tokens of dictionary. It can actually make meaning of all the words in the entire word. So that's why it's like if your tokens are less, basically if vocab is less, you can actually learn more words. So that's why that's like simple way to say why we have tokens. And everything is token because it takes input as token, it gives output as token. So you and if you have used LLM, and if you are paying bills for LLM, you must have seen that they charge on the number of tokens. That if like for example per million tokens they have some specific some dollars they charge for. So that's why everything's token. So from text to now we are at tokens. I hope everyone is here aligned, and I'm not going fast. Uh, and then we have transformers. So now what's that? So those of you who have seen the movie of Transformer, it's but yeah, but here also we have transformer in the world of LLM, in world of AI. So so transformer is basically a neural network architecture. It's like one specific method, specific architecture where we have some specific layers. We will go through it. So you can say the transformer is the secret sauce here, where basically all these tokens get into, and with the help of transformer, we are able to identify that what is the relation between all these words, which words are important, what is the hidden like who is like in simple terms who is who like who what's the verb, what is the adjective, how this one first word is connected with the last word, and and so on. So all this basic kind of relation understanding and representation of the words or basically in the most fundamental way, you can say how to find the meaning of all the given input. It's actually given by transformer. So once the transformer, like at the end of transformer, it will give a prediction. Okay, that whatever input is there, it will give a prediction, and that prediction will be given in the form of tokens, and now these tokens will be made into words. So now we have some output. So that's what goes on whenever you type some message into the LLM, and LLM gives you reply. So that's all went go on inside one simple response. So that's it, and now we'll go much much into details about what is the transformer actually is doing, and why, how it's able to actually find out all those patterns. Don't worry, I don't go in much of math, but today we are to give you flavor of the course and build your understanding and give you clarity. So the core idea, again, the LLM predicts the next word, right? But extremely well. So for example, if I give the input as I love eating, so these three words will be fed into transformer. So the transformer will try to find the hidden pattern that, okay, after eating, what kind of word should come. So basically, it will try to predict some word, because it has already seen all the words, all the text in the internet. So it can actually find out or basically predict some words. So if the data is biased, let's say if the trading data has mostly pizza words and not other words, so it will definitely say pizza with 80% accuracy. But it is like, if it's like general data, then definitely it will be some eating items. So that's what, like, it's able to find out the meaning and the relation, and that's why it's able to give you all kind of prediction. The next thing, so now, like, we are going seriously into where exactly transformer came, because if you are following this journey, you will see that how suddenly transformer got famous, because there must be something else, right? Because everything is sequential in the world. Some model come, and then some better model comes up, from GPT-4 to GPT-5. Similarly here also, same thing happened. So before transformer, there were other models like RNN, LSTM. We'll go to in details in other sessions, but there were some models, but they had some problem. The problems were like, they were slow, they forgot things, because it was because they were sequential model, that it will wait for other word to come. For example, if I'm giving an input sentence, it will wait for whole sentence to get fed into the network. So there was always possibility that first and last word will be very apart. For example, sentence is quite long, so finding the meaning from first sentence to last sentence was quite difficult. So there were a lot of problems. So then,
Uh,
yeah, someone is saying something.
yeah, this is Syed. Sorry to interrupt you. Just want to let everyone know, if you have any questions or anything, please do type in the chat. We will give 10 minutes after Karan is done. We'll give 10 minutes and we'll be discussing any questions anybody has. Sorry, Karan, just wanted to say. If you have a question, just type it over and we'll take it in order.
Yeah, like, because you might forget your question, so please feel free to type whenever you get. So I was discussing that there were some problems, and around 2017, this paper came up called "Attention is All You Need," and this paper changed everything. And this is like the most cited paper in entire AI industry, and till now, it's like still the one of the top most cited paper in the world. So attention is all you need, as it says. So this is the basically introduction of transformer. So now, and we'll go into detail about transformer. So what is transformer and what is attention? We'll come back to attention again, but well, let's focus about transformer. So what is transformer? So it has two blocks, encoder and decoder block. Encoder takes one input, decoder gives one output. For example, input is some language, some like Spanish language word, and output is like it is translated into one English word. So like it's one task, and we can do multiple tasks. So, but just to understand, it has two blocks. One actually understands the hidden pattern, and second one is used for some specific task. Okay, so that's it. The encoder is to job is to read and understand, build the understanding of the words, and then once we have all the understanding, we pass that to decoder to do any specific kind of task. So, and it's not as simple because inside the full block, I just showed you one block for simplicity, but in actual implementation of transformer, there are multiple blocks. It can be 6 blocks, one top of other. And why we have this many blocks? Because we are solving a complex problem, right? If the input sentence is like one paragraph or like one page, then if I want to actually understand all the hidden patterns, like how the first sentence is related to last sentence, how my if there is one person A and this person B and this person C, how they are all connected. So like there are a lot of patterns, and we can't just like identify them like by simple layers. So that's why we have multiple layers, and each and every layer will basically learn some specific pattern, and it will try to find the answer. And that's why multiple encoder and multiple decoder. So how this model works, basically, now you will ask that what exactly happened, that we pass everything, basically whatever input words are there, right? We basically make the word embeddings out of them. So again, you might get confused here that we actually in entire deep learning, AI, machine learning, everything is numbers, right? So we have to convert our words into numbers. So when you say there is an input word called, let's say, for example, I will show you next slide that this is my input word, thinking machine. So I can't just pass this word directly to my to any machine to do some prediction, right? As we told in earlier that words get converted into tokens, then token are fed, but tokens are not fed directly. We have to convert them into one number. So that's when the word embeddings come into picture. So word embedding is basically giving the meaning to your input, the word, right? So each and every word has one vector. For example, king is having one vector, queen is having one vector. Similarly, so basically we convert everything into word embeddings, and now this embeddings, this is basically one vector. So each and every word will be one vector, and now that word will be fed into your network. So you can see this whole block. So as you can see, this is encoder one, hash one. Then there's encoder two. So what I just showed earlier. So we have multiple encoders. So this is just encoder one, and this inside the encoder one. Now you will see the like the secret sauce of transformer, which is attention. You can see there's an attention block, right? And you can, if you observe that attention block is outputting some another vector called z1 z2. So basically for each and every word there is one vector z1. So what is happening here, that I will tell you in next slide, but just understand the structure, that we have an attention layer. As name suggests, that we actually trying to find that how the given word is related to other words, okay, and that's what we are calculating. And so similarly, like for each and every word, we are able to calculate one vector z, and this z vector is now passed over feed-forward network. You will, because in any kind of neural network or deep learning architecture, you will see some feed-forward network. Like it is just to basically solve nonlinear problems. So that's why we have this network, and then eventually we get one R1 vectors. Like so, you can see for per input word, we have one vector. So this is what one encoder is giving. And similarly, all the other encoder will do same thing. So you can see that one encoder is finding one hidden pattern, other encoder is finding another hidden pattern. So this will keep goes on. So now coming back to let's summarize this. What happened here, that we convert our uh, words into numbers by using embeddings, because embedding gives the meaning, is like multi-dimensional meaning to the given word. So that's why we convert them into embeddings, and then we pass into attention layer. So attention layer is basically try to find how the given word is like uh, is important to all other another word, like how's the relation of the given word. And then we have feed forward network to basically process all the input and find out the which is solve the nonlinear task, and then we have output. So they are this 4 step. So in a simple terms, if you want to really understand how the transformer actually works, so it's like thousands of readers are looking at the same sentence and voting what matters. So that's why we have multiple encoders. So you can see that basically we are learning the given sentence or the given query by multiple different frames, and that's why transformer became quite helpful, because we were able to actually gather a lot of great information and decode a lot of information, and this architecture worked. And this is for your intuition that exactly how this attention thing looks like. For example, you can see in the given sentence, the sentence is, the animal didn't cross the street because it was too tired. Okay, and there are two layers you can see, input. So you can see, if you just see the animal, okay, and the animal is like strongly connected to it word, which is in the second line. So this pattern is now, and it gives the layer is fire. So with the fifth layer, it is able to identify that it is actually referring to animal. Okay, so nobody has told it that it is referring to animal. As a human, you read it, you can easily say, okay, we are talking about it. It is referring to animal. But when you actually pass anything, now you are asking this LLM to build that intuition, that when if someone asks a question that what it is referring to, it can say it is the animal, right? So that's the basic task. But similarly, if you pass quite a big chunk of sentence or paragraph or a like complete chapter with the same structure, with the same architecture, it will actually understand each and everything, each and every character, and it will actually able to figure out that who is who, and it will able to answer all kind of questions. So that's what scaled GPT, that's what scaled Gemini, and this is a core part of the LLM. So again, why this is powerful? Because everything is text, and we are able to learn the textual data. So we got great performance in with LLMs. Similarly, with the programming task, because that's the best thing happen with for the humankind, uh, for the humanity, because all the languages are actually one type of text, right? And we're able to decode the text from the LLM. So that's why all the coding agents came up quite sooner, and all the billion-dollar companies which were made successfully are into programming world. So after the LLM, the best thing and the major boom happened only in the programming world, and the reason is same, because it's the coding languages are also just a language. If we can decode text, we can easily actually understand any language. So that's why we have a lot of tools in programming right now. We can vibe code with ease. Anyone can build a lot of things, and basically entry to the programming is quite easy. So those of you who haven't tried yet, uh, please check it out. It's not that difficult for now. You just have to build more and more understanding, and you can build things. Then and next came the images, because transformer can work on image part also. That's why image also got a lot of fame, like decoding the images and understanding the images. And the last is speech, because speech is also, if you just transcribe speech into text, then you can actually work on text. So that's why all the speech model also got a lot of boom. So one architecture and many skills, and that's why transformer is something is asked in most of AI interviews. It's common topic for discussion, and if you are applying for any data science or any kind of role, transformer will be there. So now I will just show you some live short demo, just to show that how easy it is to actually use these LLMs, and how to look around it. So yeah, so there's a library called Transformers itself. Okay, so you can just install it. I will just show you some small demo here. For example, uh, I'm just loading one sentiment analysis. Like sentiment analysis is quite old example, but still how easy it is to do this kind of classification for now. Like with just 3 lines of code, you can actually find out the sentiment of given sentence. For example, I love using Hugging Face Transformer. You can see the prediction is positive, score is 0.99. Basically, with 99% of confidence, it is saying that. Let's change something. Uh, let's ask some weird question, like should I learn about AI in 2026? it's still question, but is it positive or negative? No. So the prediction is negative because it's a question mark. Uh, let's say, well, I, I am a tech person. So now it's positive because if you're a tech person, you should learn it. And let's see if you say non-tech person, it's negative. So yeah, it's a basic model, but still the gist is with the three sentence, you can do all this kind of classification. And there was a more example of like you can, if you really want to have more control, you can just load one model by yourself. Like I just use distill bird model, which is also a known model. You can just load your own model by yourself and just provide input like this movie was absolutely fantastic, so you will get a positive result. So yeah, so basically doing all this kind of tasks is quite easy, and we have LLMs already, so we can do a lot of things by themselves already, but these are like building blocks of the LLM. And next, I wanted to show you the intuition, like how they actually works. So you can see that these are like all the attention heads. Like I just showed you the multiple encoders, right? So this is like first encoder, second encoder, third encoder, fourth, fifth, multiple encoders. So here is my input sentence. You can see the quick brown fox jump over the lazy dog. And you can see that, and it is basically all the lines are showing the relation from for the given word to the another word. So you can see it's like it's layer zero head one. So like first, the first layer and the first block. So you can see all the relations are not quite evident. But if you move down, you will see that each and every layer is showing some specific relation. For example, here if we see, you can see that the quick brown fox. So D is quite connected with the fox. The line is quite dark, right? And if you see earlier, D and fox are not related. So you can see the learning is happening, and that's like a core part of this whole journey, whole training, that with each and every encoder layer, the words are actually building the understanding. Basically we are calculating that from if we I will look from the word, what other words are important, and eventually we are able to build the whole understanding, and that's how all the LLMs are actually giving you answers. So with this small changes, with having self attention and some multiple layers, we're able to actually gather a lot of information from the given input. So that's the like gist of it. And so now let's coming back to the industry part. I hope I was able to give you the like understanding of the fundamental block of LLM, which is transformer. Now let's I will like I want to pull you guys into the current state, and I will walk you through that why this course and and all the course which we are doing. So like what companies are building right now. If you ask that, as I'm also building AI products, and what I can say right now is that the first and foremost thing, chatbots, they were already there before GPT, and they are still here, and they will be there uh, because they are great in customer support world. So that's why we have chatbots, and you can see AI agents is the other word to say, and so they are always there. Second is like AI support agents, again like one specific kind of agents who are into customer support and all other kind of support industry. Then there are hiring agents, like people want to automate hiring because hiring is like still not solved problem, and hiring is most crucial part in any company. So there are already multiple hiring agents are coming up, and if you are someone who is actually going through hiring process right now, you might have seen couple of hiring rounds where the AI system or AI agent is coming and it is asking questions directly. So that's already happening. And the sales co-pilots, or you also can say sales agents. So there are a lot of companies coming up in market who are actually enabling sales. They are becoming the like kind of sales agent, or like one new wave of sales co-pilots are coming up. So that's what also going on in market, and that's also a hot topic. And the last one is like AI software developers, which is like coming coming on from long time, because we have now all the tools to basically write the program, and now we have tools which can actually review your code also. So we are continuously moving towards the way how we can automate our job in programming. So that's so these are like basic building blocks, or I would say major pillars in industry where people are focusing on. So why? So now you know that why this is like the best time to learn about AI system, building your understanding, because this is what coming right now. It's already happening, and so demand is there. And also you can say why exactly right now demand. So as I stated here, that API exists, we have LLMs, we have open models, and we have companies who are already having a lot of funds, and there are many still are getting funded. So market is right in this moment. So that's why there's a lot of demand. So, and I hope now anyone is having any question that should I learn or not, or is it right time or not? I think you have your answer. And the job roles that what are like coming up, and what are the roles like getting a lot of fame and demand is like Gen AI developers, AI engineers, prompt engineers, AI product engineers, NLP engineers. So like basically you can say a name, you will find some more names, but but just understand that all of these roles have one specific fundamental knowledge, and that's why we have created this course which will cater to all these roles, and and that's why it's important that you take up this course. And if you are interested and this is something aligns with your goal, then definitely you should take this up. So next thing will be about like we have first course which is like 2 months, and I think Abdul can
Yeah,
take.
Karan, we'll take from here. Thank you so much for the time. But let's pause for 2 minutes before because I don't want to lose. Everybody has important other things to do. Just let's take two questions quickly that were there, and if anybody had question, please type, and we'll do our best to answer. First question was from Muhammad Ali Sayed. When do we use guardrails in the process? Do we know when is guardrails used?
Yeah, where is this question?
It was there. There's just two questions. If you scroll up, his question was, when will we use guardrails in the process?
Okay.
When are guardrails usually used in the training process or in the whole transformers process, I guess?
Yeah, so guardrail is quite specifically to about the LLM agents. So we use guardrail when we actually building an AI agent. Okay, so what I told about the transformer and the basic building block. So this is something happens in runtime, and this is like basic building blocks. So guardrails are not here. Guardrails are like external part of the system where whenever some prediction happens, those prediction will go through this guardrails. So basically, you can say guardrail is kind of filter, and it has some policies, and if the given output is it sits right with the policies and all the constraint, then only the system will allow to give this output to the end user. Otherwise, it will just block the output, and it will tell the LLM that you are not doing something right, and please change your output. So this thing will go on. I hope that answers the question.
Thanks, Karan. Hope that answers Mohammed. Any questions there?
Okay, and the next one is, how do values in each vector get assigned for each word? Yeah, so as I told that we have for to get to giving the values also we are using word embeddings. So these word embeddings are also one kind of model. Like word to vec is like first version of word embedding. So basically we have already models for word embedding. So whenever you pass one word to this word embeddings, we get one vector of that word embedding. So basically it's just like key value pair. So and you get the vectors.
Great, great. Thanks, Karan. What I'll do is, if there are no technical questions, Karan, again, thank you for your time. If you prefer, you can drop off. We'll now go into the course and the career guidance section. Let me quickly pull up the slide. Anybody else, any other questions related to the technical aspect regarding the course? We'll quickly start. For next 10 minutes, we'll be talking about the course schedule and what will be covered in the course. Okay, no questions. Thank you again, Karan. Glad to have you back on the webinar. We'll soon be connecting again.
Okay. Thank you, guys.
Right. Let me go ahead and share the presentation. Okay, I hope the slide is visible. I'm not going to put it in presentation mode as I need to also check the window. Is this visible enough? If someone can just give me thumbs up.
Yeah, it is visible enough. Everybody is giving thumbs up.
Okay, great. All right, so let's see. So as it talks about in the 2 months course, you'll be learning different topics, right? You'll be learning machine learning, deep learning, NLP, LLMs, agents, workflow automation. These are different aspects of the whole AI and machine learning journey. Now, there is a lot of topics. The idea in the first 2 months course is not to go deep into each one, but to lay the foundations of all these components that contribute to the AI and machine learning. Okay, so this is what we'll be learning in the 2 months course. This is actually a total of 6 months program. At the end of this presentation, you will see what it is about. There's a 2 months part to it and a 4 months part to it, and it is for different purposes. But the overall journey is a 6 months, and our goal is once you complete the 6 months, uh, you should be able to add a years of experience on your resume, claim a year of experience, and be able to confidently attend interviews for different roles. Again, the details of it, sentiment analysis, text classifiers, RAG system, AI agent, workflow automation. Some experienced professionals here on the presentation today may be able to relate with this. You'll be able to, you exactly know what this will help you with. Some freshers or non-technical background folks may not be able to associate, but don't worry about it. Again, the whole idea is not to go deep, but to lay the foundation of all these aspects of AI and machine learning profession. The different tools we'll use, Python, of course, from scratch. Basics will be kind of guidance will be given. You'll have to learn certain things on your own. Assignments will be given so you can kind of get familiarity and proficiency in these different tools. Again, I think this is just like a sales pitch. As we've already covered, if anybody wants to do self-learning, a lot of us have done. Karan has done, I have done, Anu has done. Our team members are all AI enthusiasts. We have spent the last 3-4 years just mastering AI. Did we learn our own? Yes, some of it. Did we take up some training classes as well? Yes, some of sessions we had to take to understand. But the idea is, if somebody wants to learn on their own, absolutely, anything can be learned on your own. But the journey just becomes more productive and faster if you learn with a live instructor with assignments and clarification. We also will have a Discord community of students of the batch whenever the one we start on 31st. You can also ask questions to your batchmates, just like we had 2 questions that are discussed. If we are not there in the Discord community, we usually are there online most of the time. Karan comes in online when he has break from his work, so he loves answering the AI questions. So that is the whole reason why. What is the difference between a live instructor read versus a self training? Again, there is another in between, right? You can watch recorded sessions from Udemy, Coursera, and everything. Again, it comes down to how will you manage your time, how motivated you are. So after 2 months, then what? So 2 months is the foundation. Like I said, this is the whole 6 month journey. We have a 4 months industrial training program. What this means is somebody after completing 2 months, you really love it. And our goal is that everybody who comes out of the 2 months should be confident, should love AI and machine learning, should not be scared of it. And then you say, like, this is great. So there is two choices you have. Either you can take the 2 months of knowledge and experience, go right away. If your plan is to look for a new job, go for interviews, like we said, we can hand you over to a placement team that is different from the training part. It's not included in the training, but we will give you some guidance on resume building and everything. The placement team, you can talk to them. They will build your resume, help with the resume update. Start, if you need interview support, they can also try to get you interviews. That's a whole different journey. But after 2 months, if you decide, no, that is not the option, you want to gain more, then there is the 4-month industrial training program, which is like a full blown real life product development. You will develop a product from scratch, you will go through the journey, and at the end of the 4 months, you'll build and deliver a real life production grade product. What that does is, if you're in between jobs, you're sitting and waiting for jobs, that will keep you skilled and building on your existing skills to gain valuable experience. So that is the reason, if you take this 6 months, we can show you how to present it as 1 year of experience on your resume, and you can confidently appear for interviews or crack a job in the market. So certificate, of course, you'll get. I personally, I have over 15 years of industry experience. Our team members lead product development for our clients. We have a product as well. We will give you the link in chat. You can try it out for free. Uh, Certificates, yes, it is a confirmation of your completion, of course, but our goal is that you take skills and exit the 6 month, the 2 months or 4 months, whichever journey you choose, or the whole 6 months. So you'll get real hands-on skills to take forward into your professional journey. All right, before we talk about price and stuff, let's see if there are, I would like to take quick 5 minutes and see if there are any questions. I'm going to go back to the, all right, let me see if there are any questions. If anybody wants to unmute and ask questions, please go ahead. Anything about the course schedule, content? Okay. If in between you feel like there is a question, please either raise your hand, and Anu, if I'm not seeing the meeting, please do interrupt me. Feel free to interrupt, or please post your question.
All the details regarding the 2-month program, 4-month program, start date, timings, duration, everything we have posted in the chat. You can check out our website, and also the product that we ourselves are developing. It is called MetaWorks. I have dropped all the links in the chat, so please check. If
Thank you.
anybody has any questions, you guys can unmute yourselves and ask directly. We are entertaining any and all questions. Or else, like, if you don't feel very comfortable, you can drop it in the chat. We are open to answer.
So while we wait for the questions, the overall 6 months plan is generally at $1,800, which is $300 per month. You can pay in installments. If somebody chooses and decides that this coursework looks right for their professional growth, we can do it at a fixed price of $1,500 or $1,499. Now, that may be a bigger commitment. Even if I was there, it may seem like a bigger commitment. You can start off with breaking the course into 2 parts, the 2 months and 4 months. Again, the 2 months is $599, or 2 installments of $300 and $299. If you decide to go ahead today, we will give a $50 discount. You can pay $549 and you'll get on board for the class on 31st. We have like about 2 or 3, I think 5 slots left on that. We have reservations, so Karan will be starting that course. So if you want to pay in full, $549. And if somebody decides like, okay, I may not need 2 months, because we heard there was somebody who was 15 years or 20 years experience, they may say I can jump on straight to the 4 month, which is great. I do not recommend it, not because I want you to take the 2 months course, because once you take the 2 months, you get the foundation. And the way I look at this is this: every dollar spent here is worth our long-term career growth, right? Our careers are usually 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Spending 2 to 6 months and $1,800 will take you a long way in the career growth. So that is the reason I would say that if I was to take this course today, I wouldn't look at this dollar amount as a big investment in the longer scheme of things. So if somebody wants to jump on 4 months, that's 1,200 of $300 installments each month for 4 months. Or if somebody wants to pay in full, that's 1099. Again, these are the price breakdown. And if you're not sure, again, we are giving an option that you can pay $150 today. We will share you a Zelle ID. On the 30th of January, you decide, no, it doesn't seem right, or I may not be able to give time. No questions asked. We'll just sell it back to you, and you can contact us back whenever you're ready. But if you pay $150 out of the 5 or 4 seats we have left, we will be able to hold on the seat and make sure you have the option to start on the 31st. And finally, we'll open up for questions. This is our website. That's our WhatsApp number. We have posted our WhatsApp community link. Any questions, anybody? Anybody would like to join today? We will post the Zelle ID here, and on the website, you can pay through the credit card. Any questions, any clarifications anybody need? Hopefully the webinar was helpful for everybody? Thanks, Shaz. Thank you so much. Yes, Mohammed, thank you so much. I think we have 2 signups, maybe not from here. Anu, can you confirm?
Yeah, Purva just signed up for our 2 months program. Uh, she just paid through the Stripe link that I posted. So we have our one sign up. She took the 2 months program. We have one more sign up, but that is not, I don't think that person is here. I think he left. Ahmed, he connected with me on chat on our 512 number that I posted here on the chat. So he signed up as well. We have 3 more slots left. Okay, one more query came in. One person wants to reserve their seat. Totally, you can reserve your seat at $150 straight, fully refundable, no questions asked. All right. Looks like
Thanks.
we have signups coming in. And if anybody has any questions, this is a very good time to ask your questions, or else you can drop a hi on the chat, and you can connect with us on WhatsApp as well. Back to you, Sayed.
Great. Yeah, I just noticed. I think, I don't know if the gentleman is here. I don't want to call out the number. It's ending with 6817. If you're here, but if you prefer not to uh, mention yourself, yeah, I just saw your message on WhatsApp. Let me send you the Zelle ID. I know if you could please go ahead and post the Zelle ID in the chat here. I think you've already posted. Yes, thank you so much. I didn't want to kind of call you out. So thank you so much.
I have posted the Zelle ID on the chat. And if you want, you can pay through the Stripe link as well, or else you can book your slot at $150 straight. And if you have any other concerns, something that is holding you back, feel free to talk to us one on one or over here as well. We have dropped our number on the chat, 512-221-1883.
Yeah,
We are
and so
happy to assist you. Yeah, go
go ahead.
ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, so what happens typically is we do this webinars, like I said, every alternate week. The pattern we have noticed is there are concerns like, is this worth it? What will this be useful? The answer is, until you take the first step, we won't be able to help you. To give you clarity, you have to take the first step. Do the 2 months journey. And what we can assure you is every dollar of the 599 you spent, at least at the end of the 2 months, it's not lost. You will use AI or machine learning in some way or shape or form in your professional lives or even personal lives. So just to have the understanding of the concepts, and somebody may think I'm a project manager, I'm already 15 years experience, what will this be useful for? It's the other way around. In fact, somebody who is experienced 10 to 15 years, this is the right time to learn the fundamentals and master it, because that will give you an extension of 10 to 15 years of runway. So there is this famous saying by Jensen Huang, right, the CEO of NVIDIA.